Oh my gosh, look, it already worked. Hi, my name is Samantha. In today's video, we're going to be turning this into this. Let's get started. Here is my towels. I pre-washed them as strips, and now they are serged on all four sides. So I'm hoping not only does the towel dye, get the color, but also the thread, so that I don't have to buy multiple thread colors. And I left them all in a chain because I'm thinking that'll be easier like for stirring and whatnot, but we'll see. So now the first instruction, so I have about 3 gallons on the stove, and it says that you need to use half a bottle of this to 3 gallons of water. So I have 3 gallons going right now, and it's for a pound of dry fabric. I don't know how much this is. I'm gonna go with a pound. I'm not trying to achieve a certain color. I'm just trying to achieve a different color, if that makes any sense. So it says, shake well before using, wear rubber gloves, add water to a stainless steel pot, heat water on stove just below boiling. Ideally, water temperature should be 200 degrees or greater. Maintain temperature for duration of dyeing. Add 1 teaspoon of liquid dish detergent. Add dye. Mix well. Submerge unfolded wet fabric into dye bath. Stir consistently for 30 minutes or until desired color is achieved, up to 60 minutes. Nylon dyes faster. Rinse in warm water and then gradually cool water until rinse water runs clear. Wash in warm water with mild detergent by hand or in your washing machine with an old towel. Okay, so let me show you what I have set up in the sink. So I bought this bucket at Walmart. It's just a regular 5-gallon bucket with a lid. I made sure to buy the lid. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to throw the fabric in there. I'm going to get it wet. I have this stirring spoon. I'm going to make sure it's soaking wet, and then when the water starts just before boil, I'm going to put it in here with the dye, so that way that I'm not using a pot that we eat with, and I'm just using a bucket, and it'll be protected. And then if I need to put the lid on to retain the heat, I have that option. So that's what I'm thinking. Let's get the fabric wet. All right, we have a pile of wet fabric now. So now I just gotta wait for the water to boil. Then we add dish detergent and half a bottle of this. I don't even know how I would tell if it's half a bottle because it's a solid bottle. I guess you just eyeball half a bottle. I could use the whole bottle. I don't really care. Like I said, I'm not trying to achieve a certain color. I just want it to not be white. I think this is good. This one too. All right, we have boiling water now, and I thought about that I don't know how much each gallon is, so I did the math to find out roughly the inches and marked it with a Sharpie. I don't know if this is gonna come off when I add the boiling water. It's not coming off right now, but that'll give me a good idea if I actually boiled 3 gallons of water. So let's see. I'm gonna put I took the towels out because you're supposed to put the water, then the dish soap, then the dye and mix, and then add your product. So I moved out the towel. So that's the big pot, and we're at 1.5 gallons. So I definitely don't think I have 3 gallons. All right, so we do not have 3 gallons. We have like solid 2 gallons, which means that our bottle, wherever it went. So this is supposed to be for 3 gallons. So that just means that it's gonna be more potent. It's gonna be more dye, but that's all right. So we're gonna do, what's it say next? A teaspoon of liquid dish detergent and dye. All right, let's do that. Dye and the soap and the water and the bucket, and I have no idea how much of the dye I added. I don't know if I added half the bottle or not. The bottle on the side should have like a see-through window, but this stuff looks dark. But that's fine, because like I said, I'm not trying to do something in particular. It just needs to be blue. All right, time to add the towel. Here she goes. Try to do it very gently. Ooh. So I'm supposed to sit. Oh my gosh. Look, it already worked. Oh my God. This is so cool. I feel like I'm being wasteful though. Like I feel like I have not enough towel to water and dye. I definitely think I used more than half the bottle. I have, so this is half the towel that I have more in my craft room, more towel. I'm interested to know, like, if I did this again with the rest of the bottle, would it be a different shade? So that's interesting. Look, the thread, you can tell the thread is white. Okay, I gotta go stir this for half an hour. The water is drained, warm water is flowing. I need to rinse these in warm water, then cool water until it runs clear. At this point, they are running clear. When I squeeze them, there's no dye that comes out. This is what color the gloves turned. I really only needed the gloves during this last step when I was squeezing them. They were one big pile and I squeezed them with warm water and then cooled down the water until there was no more dye. And then I did use some dish soap on them to clean them a bit, just so for certain when I put them in the washing machine, very, very minimal dye is gonna come out. But that's the next step. I'm going to throw these in the washing. Actually, I think I'm gonna cut them so that each piece is its own piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut them apart and then throw them in the washing machine, and I'll see you when I pull them out. This is the aftermath with the bucket. It dyed and my Sharpie marks are still kind of there. So I'm really interested to see if I dye more things and keep using the same bucket, how the colors will overlap. So here's what they look like out of the dryer. I have to say, when I pulled them out, I was disappointed because the point of this project was that I didn't have to buy new thread or new material, that I could just get white towel and change it in any color I needed. And look how white the thread is. So I was really upset that like it did not turn out well. And comparing it to the white one, it did a really good job with the blue. Like that was really awesome. So I trimmed these white ones and I trimmed these blue ones. You can clearly tell that it did dye the thread blue. It's just not as deep of a blue as the towel itself, which means that it did work. So that's pretty exciting. So let me sew one of these together and we'll see how it looks. Okay, here is the done one. So you can see I used white thread. Let's turn it right side out. I think that looks pretty good. I do not have any white ones with me to compare what the white pouch looks like, but I think I got the point across. I think it worked.